Hello, this is Ian. This is my point of view. I got to put a serious face on for this. There are things happening in the political world around the Labour Party and Starmer. Like mother's false teeth. Never mind. That we got to have a very, very serious conversation. The biggest question that's dominating social media is Starmer wearing a toupee? Honest. It's all over the place. All you can see is a photograph of the back of his head, and his hair doesn't match. And people are saying it's a toupee. I don't know. I'm only asking the questions. But I think this is very serious. Forget the stolen phone. Forget the war in Iran. If Starmer can't tell the truth about a toupee, how can we trust him as Prime Minister? It's a simple question. If he's prepared to hide a little bald patch on the top of his head because he's getting older, I can't admit I got no problems with that. I've always had a head of hair. But it shows he's covering things up. He's covering the theft of a mobile phone up. He's hiding the messages between McSweeney and Mandy Mandelson. They said this morning that Mandelson had not been asked to produce the WhatsApp messages from McSweeney. Still part of the cover-up. So how can you trust anything they say, even if he's lying that he's got a toupee or not? I just think it's so funny. Here we are. He goes on about the war and he's not taking part in the war and it's an illegal war. When he was talking about the islands in the Indian Ocean, he used UN lawyers from Russia and China to say that it was an illegal occupation by the British and we had to hand it back. And then if we were going to still use it, we'd have to pay rent. When it comes to Iran, is Starmer still using the same UN lawyers from Russia and China to explain to him that the war is illegal? Iran killed 32,000 unarmed civilians protesting against the IRGC in their own country. I think it's a just war. I think we have to fight tyrants where we see them. The question is, why is Starmer not doing anything? Another joke that's going round is to name the new British warships. I got one. HMS Starmer. And underneath, never ready. How about that one? As a byline, never ready. HMS Starmer, never ready. I was quite impressed with myself for that one. But they've come up with all sorts of names for British ships. Oh, our aircraft carrier, No, sorry. I got that wrong. Our battleship, it wasn't HMS Duncan, it was HMS Dragon, is now in Cyprus. The war is almost over. Iran is hardly putting out any missiles. They've put a few drones out still, attacking their neighbours. But the numbers have absolutely dropped. I think UAE said yesterday they had 13 drones and missiles thrown at them, and they knocked everyone out. There you are. What defence have we got against drones? What's Starmer doing to defend us? He lies about his bald patch on his head if he got a toupee. Can't be trusted. Can't tell the truth about what happened with Mandelson and the messages. Can't send a warship out to protect our people in Cyprus. And I think it's just because he hates Trump so much that he's not prepared to admit that Trump is right and they should have our support. Why do you think Trump released all the Epstein files explaining about Mandelson and Prince Andrew? It's because Starmer has buggered up the special relationship. It's to have a go at this country. And I don't blame Trump. Starmer has put us in a terrible position. Now, the only people that they're talking about is Clinton, Andrew, and Mandy with the Epstein files. How much does Starmer know? Don't know. We can't find out. His phone was stolen. You can't make all this up. Don't know if he got a TP or not. Sorry, toupee, not teepee. Teepee's what Indian lives in. A toupee or not. Can't find the messages. Can't get a warship out to Cyprus. The guy's an absolute absolute idiot. He's putting this country at harm's risk. I've been watching the markets, and every day it just keeps falling 50 points, 50 points. How far it's going to fall, nobody knows. And we're losing as a percentage more than the Dow Jones in America. I think it's Rachel Reeves and Starmer and how they're managing the economy, because they're spending more and more money. People are taking their money out of this country. But it brings us back to the underlying question that's most important this weekend. Is Starmer wearing a toupee? I just think it's funny. Really funny. Anyway, this is Ian. My point of view. Bye bye for now.